visitors. Islam, if you look at it, is a very amazing, very sweet way of life.
Now you know why they closed the dates from.
Hajj 2016 with Muntada Travel was truly a journey of a lifetime, where 160 pilgrims benefited from Muntada Travel's 25 years of experience to fulfill their sacred duty towards their creator. At Heathrow, pilgrims were greeted with love as the anticipation built for what awaited them in the blessed land.
Nature's beauty dazzled them I, knowing everything calls on you, the Lord Most High.
Landing in Medina, pilgrims felt for the first time the indescribable feeling of approaching the noble Prophet's beloved city. In Medina, pilgrims stayed at the excellent Al Manar Hotel, less than 300 meters from the Ihram.
All the praise be due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah's blessing be upon His Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh once again. I hope, brothers and sisters, by now you have settled well in your dwelling here in Medina and the hotel. We would like to cover an important aspect of our program to ensure that each and every one of us is aware on how to perform the Umrah rites. And it goes without saying to remind you again of our amble which we said back in London in the seminar. You must have that present in your mind. The saying of the Prophet ﷺ, خُذُوا عَنِّي مَنَاسِكَكُمْ. Take or follow my example in the performance of the rites of Umrah and Hajj. This is an order. This is not an option. And without the literal and accurate following of the example of the Prophet ﷺ on how to perform the rites of Umrah and Hajj, your Umrah and Hajj will not be perfect. We are trying to get that perfection, inshallah, through that vehicle of following the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ in performing the rites of Umrah and Hajj. And why is that as well? Because we are aiming at the ultimate prize of performing the Umrah and Hajj. And that is to get the rewards of an accepted Hajj, Hajj Mabrur. Which is what, brothers? What is the reward? Jannah, inshallah. Promise of Jannah. A promise that you and I will return back as if we were just born, fresh, no sins. But that is an expensive merchandise.
Enjoying the tranquil days, resting in the shade of the Messenger's magnificent mosque. These were the days of calm and solitude, humbly sending prayers upon Messenger at his blessed grave, and salutations upon his two noble companions, praying in the Rada, a piece of Jannah on earth, or simply resting in the mosque from one prayer to the next. All ways to gather immense rewards and build spiritual strength before the greatest pilgrimage. There was rest too, enjoying the full buffet breakfast and dinner with cuisines from all over the world. But more importantly, pilgrims had the opportunity to connect with the history of Islam. The days of Medina were a fitting build-up to Umrah at the Blessed House.
MashaAllah, everyone sounds fresh, mashallah. Good, excellent. Welcome to Medina, and Ustad Abu Bashir, inshallah, will go through some of the program of in Medina and some of the aspects related to it.
ولم تهني أوذيت في الله لم تهزم ولم تهني حتى غادت أمة الإسلام في النجوم
More opportunities were taken by praying 2 units of prayer at Masjid Quba, the first mosque in Islam, a reward equal to performing Umrah with the Prophet himself.
حبيب الله رسول الله إمام المرسلين حبيب الله رسول الله إمام المرسلين نلت منزلة من قاب قوسين لم تدرك ولم ترامي
By visiting the site of the battle for Uhud, where they were given a truly inspiring overview of that defining battle in the history of Islam.
Subhanallah, my dear brothers and sisters, Islam, if you look at it, is a very amazing, very sweet way of life. And it is a very empowering one. Yeah? For example, the Hajj, is it a religious activity? Is it a religious activity? Yes. Well, for me, it is more of a political activity rather than a religious activity. Yes or no? Because it is kind of a demonstration. All Muslims from all over the world are coming to the same place, doing the same thing. This is a demonstration.
Now you know why they closed the dates found.
Is it a social activity? It is. You see people, you mix with people, you live with people. There are things that you like, there are things that you don't like. You have to tolerate, you have to learn new habits, you have to learn. Is it? So it is a social, it is everything. Our deen is everything. Our deen is everything. Salah, it is a physical activity, it is a spiritual activity, it is a social activity. Subhanallah, most of the ibadat. In fact, the 5 pillars of Islam are like this. They are a mixture of number of things. And that's why what you need to achieve is you need to achieve the full capacity, or you need to try to get the most of any kind of these activities.
Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to Jibreel alayhi salam, "Oh Jibreel, come and visit us more frequently. Come and see us more times. We want to see you more times." He replied immediately saying, وَمَا نَتَنَزَّلُ إِلَّا بِأَمْرِ رَبِّكَ. Oh Muhammad, we cannot do anything, we cannot achieve anything, we cannot descend from the heaven except by Allah's order.
After recuperating from Umrah, so began the Hajj at the sacred tented plain of Mina. For the next 4 days, this would be the pilgrim's home, a place to focus completely on devotion toward their Creator.
First of all, the unity of the Creator, Allah Jalla wa Ala, when He taught Ibrahim the place or the location of the masjid, the best masjid on this earth, Allah Jalla wa Ala says, وَإِذْ بَوَّأْنَا لِإِبْرَاهِيمَ مَكَانَ الْبَيْتِ أَلَّا تُشْرِكْ بِي شَيْئًا. When we taught Ibrahim the location of the bayt, my bayt, Allah's bayt, أَلَّا تُشْرِكْ بِي شَيْئًا, do not associate someone with Allah Jalla wa Ala. So the main message here is what? do not associate someone beside Allah Jalla wa'ala. Yes? وَطَهِّرْ بَيْتِيَ لِلطَّائِفِينَ وَالْقَائِمِينَ وَالرُّكَّعِ السُّجُودِ, and purify my house from shirk.
أماني بيت ربي فرحة هزت كياني سكنت عقلي ولبي المقام من أمامي وأمامي بيت ربي.
We are part of Allah's kingship. We are part of Allah's kingdom. We belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to Jibreel alayhi salam, "Oh Jibreel, come and visit us more frequently. Come and see us more times. We want to see you more times." He replied immediately saying, وَمَا نَتَنَزَّلُ إِلَّا بِأَمْرِ رَبِّكَ. Oh Muhammad, we cannot do anything, we cannot achieve anything, we cannot descend from the heaven except by Allah's order. We belong to Allah Ta'ala, He owns us. We are part of Allah's kingdom. وَمَا نَتَنَزَّلُ إِلَّا بِأَمْرِ رَبِّكَ لَهُ مَا بَيْنَ أَيْدِينَا وَمَا خَلْفَنَا. He owns everything that is before us, and He owns everything that is behind us. لَهُ مَا بَيْنَ أَيْدِينَا وَمَا خَلْفَنَا وَمَا بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ, and everything that is in between of those two, mean ourselves. We belong to Allah. We are Allah's slaves. We are part of Allah's kingship in this universe.
The day of Arafah, the key to unlocking the entire Hajj, fell on the 9th of the last lunar month of the Islamic year. From the comfort of air-conditioned tents, provided with hot lunch and dinner, tea and coffee on tap, pilgrims devoted themselves to calling fervently upon their Creator, begging for His mercy and forgiveness. That night, they slept on the vast plain of Muzdalifah, under the stars, remembering Him with submission and joy. The next 3 days were as Messenger advised, days of eating, drinking and remembering Allah by going every day to pelt 7 stones at each of the Jamarat, praying to Allah and increasing in His remembrance. All too soon the sublime days of great pilgrimage were over, and with it sins forgiven and souls cleansed inshallah. For now it was a return to Makkah, basking daily in the glow of Allah's house, praying there and earning 100,000 times the reward for each prayer. It was a time to rest too at the magnificent 5-star Makram Al Avid Hotel, with its world-class foyer and stunning breakfast buffet and unrivaled dinner service. In a blink of an eye it was all over, as pilgrims were joined with sadness by Muntada Travel in making the return journey back to the life in the UK, away from the sacred valley of Makkah, where the galaxy of Eman spins constantly around the brilliant light of the Kaaba. But that is only until next year, when, by the will of Allah, Al-Muntada will return for Hajj 2017 to take a new group of pilgrims longing to be swept along to Jannah.
الله الذي نعتز به جميعا الله 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 الله